One of the concerns a lot of people have had over the past couple of years is that a lot of the stuff that's going on over here in the West is going to make its way over to Japan and kind of infiltrate anime and manga and Japanese video game developers. And unfortunately, it kind of looks like that might have happened. Here's something that I thought was kind of concerning. We've got the co-director of Final Fantasy VII Remake talking about how Naughty Dog is influencing his game. Not just Naughty Dog, The Last of Us Part 2.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Which is kind of concerning because it's not the sales that they're praising, it's the game itself. And I don't know about all of you, but that game is a woke pile of trash. And the last thing I want to see or even hear about is how this game is influencing Final Fantasy VII Remake. Well, they actually state in this article here that it did already influence Remake. It influenced the honeybee scene. I'm sure a lot of you remember this as well, the ethics department over at Square Enix and how they decided to put like 14 sports bras on Tifa. That was a big thing because, of course, women can't have a big chest in today's media. That's not allowed unless, of course, the woman is overweight. Then they allow it. So a lot of the stuff that happened to the game, after reading this, it kind of starts to make sense. And now I really wonder about the future of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Overall, I did enjoy Remake. I'm playing through it again right now on PS5 because they updated and they added a new mission. But what's the future of this game going to look like? Hell, what's the future of Square Enix games going to look like? Are they going to update their original games when they remaster them and port them over in the future? Because from what I understand, I hear they've already kind of done that. I don't remember which game it was, but it's very scary. So Square Enix going to run themselves into the ground. Well, let's take a look at what they're saying over here at The Gamer. Speaking with The Gamer, Final Fantasy VII Remake co-director Motomu Toriyama has expanded upon the representation nature of the JRPG remake, as well as highlighting how Naughty Dog's The Last of Us Part 2 set a new benchmark for diversity in the gaming medium. While it was a rather harrowing experience, The Last of Us Part 2 broke a number of diversity boundaries, and it was a bold step forward in a number of ways, and it appears that this influence has made its way over to the creators of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now, here's the quote right here. The Last of Us Part 2 really delivered on its consideration for diversity, Toriyama-san tells us. Right down to the UI, which is user interface, if you don't know. And I would imagine that the cost of debugging on that game was massive. However, having achieved that makes it a great game that sets a benchmark for the industry. Here's another one right here. I think that expressing diversity and inclusion is an important issue for everyone involved in making content, not just for making games, Toriyama-san explains. In Final Fantasy VII Remake, we rebuilt the original game using the latest technology, but we felt that it should not stop at the technical side, and we needed to update the story content being shown in line with modern sensibilities. And that's kind of the key word there. Now, there's not any more to this. It's a short article, but when things start to make a little bit more sense when it comes to Final Fantasy VII Remake after reading this. This makes a little more sense with Tifa. The Honeybee Inn scene makes a little bit more sense. And now I wonder about the future of Final Fantasy VII Remake. I wonder about the future of Square Enix. What's going to happen now? It sucks because one of the last hopes that we've all had is, Japan's entertainment industry. Because for the most part, they are somewhat untouchable. It's really hard to get over there and get in and change the way things work over there for a lot of these SJW NPC Puritans. But it seems like they are finding a way to make it over there because you're seeing it right here. And that's kind of a concern, at least for me. And I hope for you, because if you enjoy good quality escapism, Japan was kind of our last hope. So hopefully this doesn't become a trend. I hope. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. I'd like to hear your thoughts on the matter. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that, and subscribe if you're new.